to the Wednesday edition of Box Seat. I'm Adam McGrath and again joined by Mark Olmos. Mark, a very good 8-race card here.
Yeah, it looks all right for a Wednesday meeting, doesn't it, Adam? We'll go into a little bit more depth right now.
Yeah, certainly will. Let's take a look at the conditions that we are going to be faced with. The Mooble Rail is out 15 metres, the cutaway in the straight, which will give horses plenty of opportunity to win this race. We are expecting some slight chances of rain, but we should be okay for the day as well. Really looking forward to it. Race number 1, it is a maiden over 1,200 metres. There's some interesting form lines coming into this race.
Yeah, absolutely. Some, not too many runners, a few triallers and some unexposed ones.
There certainly is. The replay that we're going to take a look at is Special Jewel, finishing second last start behind Bevel. This run was at Bunbury.
Kicked away now, led by 2 Bears Halo. Here comes Bevel and also Miss Iconic, followed further back by Gravy down near the inside. It's Bevel, Miss Iconic going up to Secret Assault, followed then by Big Cabbage and Special Jewel. Bevel, Miss Iconic, here's Special Jewel, Bevel and Special Jewel, Big Cabbage, Bevel.
Really good run by this filly. She attacked the line strongly on that occasion. The 1,200 metres, I think she probably wants further, but as I mentioned, was able to get back and run on strongly. With the conditions suiting on Wednesday, which I think they will, I think she can play a part in this race. I'm not sure if she can win, but she'll be there and abouts, especially in the Cerise and White with improved performances.
Definitely in the finish, Adam. We'll have a look at Detente as well. Has been okay at its first 2 race starts this time in.
Yeah, it's been racing very well here in WA. I know you're a big fan of the Patrimonio form lines. It was only beaten 2 lengths on that occasion. Runs behind Just That Natural and also Scars of Justice really hold up. Barrier 1, a little bit tricky, but if it can position itself closer, I believe that she can certainly run on strongly and attack the line. Stepping up from 1,100 to 1,200, a really big positive.
Absolutely, and we've got Corvara as well, number 13. First race start, blinkers are on. I made it a black booker out of my trials a couple of weeks ago. Really impressive type.
The trial time on the same day was better than Atacama Sky. We saw what Atacama Sky did on the Saturday, of course, at Ascot as well. So from barrier 2, blinkers on, as you mentioned, with the 55 kilos, this horse is going to be very hard to beat. And taking a look at the selections, that is the way that I'm going to tip. Number 13, Corvara on top. From 9, Special Jewel, 8, Detente, and 2, Source of the Survival.
Adam, I've gone 13 on top as well. Corvara from 11, Shuriken Star. Number 8, Detente, and number 12, So Fancy.
Race number 2 at Ascot's also a maiden over the 1,200 metres. A few of these horses have been knocking on the door in recent runs. Speak of a horse like a Time Stream. War God's been running around in recent times. Sister Benny. And also Cuvée Louise was a good performance. And then a few coming in with some strong trial form.
Yeah, War God been racing at Ascot. Went to Bunbury last start. Tried to pinch a maiden. We'll have a look at that replay.
And then Giltaku headed the remainder at the 250 there. Anna's looking just bored out here underneath All G, who was running around at the same time, but it dashed up quickly. Went to Intercity Disco. Kalur Bazaar. War God. Parnham has to go to work on All G. It's got a lead of a length now. It's starting to really put its stamp on the race late, and All G too good. All G draws away. Very close for second.
It was a much better performance on that occasion by War God. Really appreciated the speed that All G did put in the race, and only lose by All G by just over a length. I think those form lines are quite good because I do have a bit of time for that horse as well. 55 kilos, barrier 11. War God always looks as though it's going to be able to win a race, but just hasn't quite. 11 starts for only the 2 placings, but its best career runs are beaten under 3 lengths by Rocket Queen, and also I thought last effort was quite good as well. I think it can play a part in your top 4.
Definitely will be running on. We've also got number 9, Time Stream. Winkers come off, blinkers go on. We'll settle a lot closer on Wednesday.
Dion Luciani's got a high opinion of this galloper, and I think we've shown in recent times that he's just been very unlucky. They go to Paul Harvey now, so you know that they mean business. The blinkers on, as you mentioned, and you go through the form lines again behind Le Patron, Fermentation, and also All Settled. They are strong enough to win this race. With the cutaway in the straight, I just don't think this horse is going to get unlucky like it has been in recent runs, so it will have every opportunity to win. I think this is the day for Time Stream to break through its maiden status.
Absolutely. We've also got number 10, Cuvée Louise, who was good first up at 50 to 1 behind Bazinho.
Yeah, I really liked the performance of this filly by not a single doubt. Cuvée Louise, she ran on nicely, attacked the line, was in a really good position throughout, and I really like those Bazinho form lines as well. I think they're quite strong. So if she does improve on her second run, which I'm hoping she does, I think she can certainly play a part in this race. Taking a look at the selections, I'm going to tip number 9, Time Strain on top. From 10, Cuvée Louise, number 6, Sister Benny, and 1, War God.
Adam, I've gone number 13, Sunset Queen on top. From the 7, the Bunya Poem. From number 11, Alwadi, and number 1, War God.
Race number 3 at Ascot is Perth. Race number 6 for our Singapore viewers. It's over the 1,100 metres. And although only the 9 runners to take a look at, I feel it's a very even race.
Compact sort of race, a few older horses. But we'll have a look at the replay horse here, which is number 6, Flying Reputation.
Then by Excuse Me Mac, Early Sun, Manhattan Cat. Mulga's still well off them. Flying Reputation led them still by the 250. There's that run for Cone Bay down on the inside, closing quickly. Cone Bay shot through, grabbed Flying Reputation. Excuse Me Mac, Ominous Warning, Grand Laredo further back Mulga, but Cone Bay drawing away from them, much too good. Cone Bay scored more than 2 lengths.
A good run here by Flying Reputation on this occasion, was leading throughout and then got beaten by a nice type in Cone Bay, which of course raced on Saturday here at Ascot as well. Dropping back the extra 100 metres I think is a big positive. From barrier 7 can dictate this race. It's just whether it gets run over the closing stages. But as I mentioned, back to 1100, has placed second up. I really like Flying Reputation in this race.
Yeah, we've also got number 2 in there, Dexterous Lad, which returned since Belmont last year. Should go okay first up. We're not a bad record.
Stablemate of Flying Reputation as well, David Harrison, going along nicely. And he is now making it more common to just bring these horses straight to the track, not going to the trials, and they've been racing well fresh as well. Carries just the 57 kilos with Kate Winterride. Barrier 1, I do like the form lines. You go through Bachet and Prophet Street at Belmont as well. Has never actually raced at Ascot, so maybe a few question marks there. But on the top form that we did see at Belmont, I think can certainly play a part in this race. Taking a look at the selections, I'm going to go with number 6, Flying Reputation. From 5, Festive Excess. Number 4, Excuse Me Mac. And 2, Dexterous Lad.
I've got the 6 on top as well, Adam. 6, Flying Reputation on top of the 2, Dexterous Lad. From the 3, Supposition, and 1, Lord Balthazar.
Race number 4 at Ascot, it is Perth. Race number 8 for our Singapore viewers, another event over the 1100 metres. And I'm intrigued by this race as well because we can know that Cadenza does have some really good form lines but has to carry the 59. Dainty Mist, the first run here in the West. And Clobberetta, written by Bonnie Police, so her first ever ride. I'm really intrigued to see how she goes on a very talented galloper.
And we'll have a look at that replay from last start behind She Rules All.
It is Distant Memory, followed further back by Fireborn at the 215. She Rules All, tackled by Discord Witch. Discord Witch had got a neck in front. She Rules All comes back a length off them. Clobberetta, Distant Memory and Fireborn. She Rules All coming back at Discord Witch. Discord Witch and She Rules All in a tooth and nail struggle. They went to the...
Clobberetta, another good performance there. But for mine, she's just been disappointing. I know you go through the form lines, you see second behind Cool Passion and also third there in the replay we just saw behind She Rules All. But for mine, this is a Saturday mare that should be winning and winning well. So dropping to the Wednesday grade, carrying only 54.5 kilos. She should just account for this field if she lives up to the opinion that I have of her. I think Alana Williams has a very good opinion of her as well, as do Connections. So I expect her to be winning this and winning it well. And what a nice start to be for Bonnie to get a winner with her first ride.
Absolutely, yeah, you're right about this mare. She needs to put one away. We'll also have a look at the 2, Dainty Miss. First started over in the West from Victoria. Hopefully can show something for Adam Durant, Peter Hall.
Yeah, there's a few question marks around this horse. Had a look at some of its previous runs and it does enjoy a bit of sting out of the track. Now, whether it gets out at Ascot on Wednesday, we'll have to wait and see. But I really like the trial. I just feel as though Peter Hall just hit it, didn't ask too much of it late, and it did attack the line well on that occasion, going down to War Prince by 4 lengths, but Resonates was in that same trial as well. 59 kilos for a mare first up in the West. There are a couple of question marks, but I just think she showed a little bit of potential.
Absolutely, as will, I think, number 6, Dance Mindy Dance, second up here. I think a real good show from Barrier 3.
I had a lot of question marks about Dance Mindy Dance first up, and that was all around the weight, the 57 kilos. All of her really good runs at the previous campaign, she'd carried 52 and 53. Loves the weight coming off her back. Running with that 57 and only losing a Queen of Choice by a length. She ticked a lot of boxes for mine. She'd be a bit fitter for that performance. I'll spit that out in a second. She has a very good record second up as well. Now with just the 55.5 from Barrier 3, I think she can play a part in this race. Let's take a look at the selections. I'm going to tip number 3, Clobberetta, so fingers crossed for Bonnie Polisi. From number 6, Dance Mindy Dance, 2, Dainty Miss, and 5, Stubborn Cow.
Adam, I put the 6 on top, Dance Mindy Dance. On top of the 5, Stubborn Cow can run a cheeky race. From the 3, Clobberetta, and 4, Fireborn.